Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So it's really cold today, but koi baat nahi. Let's do a little study. So I am talking about connecting to parallel universes. There are many parallel universes in the what you could say universe, kya bolu, space, in space. And there is a possibility that we can connect to our counterparts over there. Now, many theories are for it and many are against it. So you can take it as you like, whatever appeals to you. It is an interesting subject, so I picked it up. So let me just start my PPT also. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we are talking about connecting to parallel universes today. Our universe is immense, वो तो हमें पता है. So Earth is just one of 8 planets that go around the sun, which is a star. And there are billions, maybe even trillions of such stars in the Milky Way, जो हमारी पूरे universe में, पूरी galaxy में. So with our existing technology है, we can look beyond our own galaxy into the beyond, the observable universe it's called. So जो हमारा present जो observable है वो yellow line से indicated है, which some says 46 billion light years का radius है, और कोई तो कहते हैं 92 billion light years का radius है. और इसमें more than perhaps again we don't know 2 trillion galaxies है, मतलब like an impossible number, बहुत बड़ा सा number हमें समझ नहीं आता. और presently जो reachable है, that is just 14.5 billion light years. We can have like understand things about just this much. The rest is all beyond it. So evidence तो है, it is much bigger, but हमें अभी इतना ही समझ आ रहा है. Now जो parallel universe की theory है, it explores the possibility that the universe contains planets and galaxies similar to our own. जैसे हमारी मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी उसकी तरह, अब जैसे सेंटर में ये मिल्की वे है, दिस इंडिकेट्स द सेंटर लाइन इज इंडिकेटिंग द मिल्की वे सेंटर, और आसपास बहुत सारे गैलेक्सीज है जो हमें वी कांट इवन अंडरस्टैंड देम. सो देयर आर, एंड ऑल दिस फॉर्म्स अ ग्रैंड मल्टीवर्स. सो पैरेलल यूनिवर्स के काफी ऑप्शंस है कि यस दे आर प्रेजेंट देयर, और हमारी साइंस फिक्शन में तो बहुत इसके बारे में वी सीन मूवीज अबाउट इट, सीरियल्स अबाउट इट, कि कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा चल रहा है. नाउ देयर आर वेरियस कॉन्सेप्ट्स अबाउट द बिगनिंग ऑफ मल्टीवर्सेस, कि कैसे शुरू हुआ. सो देयर इज एन इन्फ्लेशन थ्योरी, स्ट्रिंग थ्योरी, क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स, बड़े सारे हैं. तो आई जस्ट touch them because it's not possible to go into the depth. मेरी भी समझ से बाहर है. जो मुझे समझ आया, I'm trying to share with all of you. So the main we are looking at is the inflation theory and the Big Bang theory, which हमें शुरू से ही हमने सुना हुआ, Big Bang से ही universe start हुआ था. So and this concept came up in the 1930s. There was this Big Bang, उसी से universe शुरू हुआ था. But there were some aspects of the Big Bang which could not be explained by just that theory. तो फिर एक inflation theory was introduced in the 1980s, जिससे कि थोड़ा सा और समझ आने लगी कि ये हो सकता है. So what is being told that inflation was before the Big Bang, and it happened in that just 1 second, fraction of a second before the Big Bang. And this was more than almost 14 billion years ago. And before that, at that time, there was just something like सब कुछ ऐसे ही था, singularity था. There was nothing complicated, no atoms, no neutrons, कुछ भी नहीं था. So there was just like a tiny speck, you could say, subatomic speck था. And then at one point of time, something happened that this speck, they started expanding faster than the speed of light in all directions. But at one point, it slowed down. उसमें जैसे spread हुआ, जो inflation white portion है, it is the inflation part. Then it slowed down a little. And as it slowed down, a flood of matter and radiation appeared. It started forming into that. And that created the Big Bang fireball, जो हम कहते हैं ना, Big Bang हुआ था. And that Big Bang से ही जो है ना, सारे हमारे atoms and molecules and stars and galaxies, they were formed by the Big Bang. Now, during this cosmic inflation, जो first point of starting था, this allowed the universe to expand at a very fast pace, very exponential rate, बहुत ज़्यादा, और मतलब बढ़ता ही जा रहा था वो. तो वो जो जितना वो बढ़ता जा रहा था, वो कहीं ना कहीं इट स्टॉप्ड. द एंड ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन, जहां पे वो एंड हुआ, जहां पे इन्फ्लेशन खत्म हुआ, एक मोमेंट के लिए, इट ट्रिगर्ड मेनी लाइक स्मॉल स्मॉल प्रोसेसेस, क्वांटम प्रोसेसेस, और कहीं 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 अलग अलग जगह पे हो रहे थे वो. इट वाज नॉट कि यूनिफॉर्मिटी थी कि हर जगह में ऐसे ही हो रहा था. जैसे एक चीज, जैसे आपने पानी गिराया तो नीचे फैल जाता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं एक बड़ा सा सर्कल बन जाता है या शेप बन जाता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं रिएक्शंस हो जाते हैं. अब जैसे कोई केमिकल पड़ा होगा जमीन के ऊपर, तो उस पॉइंट पे रिएक्शंस हो जाएंगे. तो ये इन्फ्लेशन का यही था कि द एनर्जी स्प्रेड लाइक दैट, एंड एट सम पॉइंट्स देयर वर सम क्वांटम प्रोसेसेस वर ट्रिगर्ड, कोई reactions were triggered, and these formed the universes, the bubble universes they are called. And so in wherever this happened, so it was not at one point only, it was at many different points. So इसलिए बहुत सारे universes got formed. And so that is why they feel that maybe they were formed with entirely different particles at different points में बने, with different laws of physics. But they're all growing. They're still continuing to grow. तो जो भी है ना, जैसे कि वो पानी जैसे फैलता जाता है, तो जो बीच में चीज होती है वो दूर तक फैलती जाती है. तो इट कीप्स ऑन एक्सपैंडिंग. इट हैज नॉट स्टॉप्ड. इट इज स्टिल एक्सपैंडिंग. पर उसमें कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं होती है कि वो जो फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, बबल्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, कुछ हो रहा है, दे विल कोलाइड विथ ईच अदर, कि वो एक दूसरे से मिलेंगे, इंटरैक्ट होंगे. जैसे अब पानी आपने फेंका, तो वो पानी फैल गया. It is not going to, so whatever has gone along with the water, it's not going to come back or dash with anything else. So this is the concept of multiverse, कि वो वहां से start हुआ, and it is spreading, and it is still spreading. Now, when this happened, many different possible outcomes came out of it. बहुत सारे combinations resulted from the way the universe was born. जो all the known particles which are there in the universe, they started interacting with each other. And when they interacted, the outcomes जो थे, they were all different. We don't know. We are thinking that they are different. They could be same also. But those interactions, they led to our experiences, including our very existence. कि वो combinations बन के life was formed. So what is understood, that we got lucky and ended up in the right universe out of near infinite number of possibilities. Like कोई भी, but कितने combinations हो सकते हैं. पर इस universe में, हमारे वाले universe, the constants were in the right proportion for life to exist. So we were lucky enough to be over here. Now, it is possible that if there were enough chances, this combination जो हमारी universe में, this could occur many times. And that is what gives us the thought that there are infinite parallel universes that can contain the same possibilities that exist in our universe. So, इसीलिए the concept of parallel universe has some ground कि possibility is there. Of course, ये तो मतलब बहुत ही एक तरह का ड्रीम लगता है, और वेरी रोमांटिक थिंग दैट देयर आर अदर यूनिवर्सेस where whatever we are experienced that can have a different outcome. So maybe we are taking a different decision over there. That is what science fiction has been showing us in various movies, and that we can access those parallel universes also. We can even be transported, but these are all ideas. We cannot like authenticate them. But maybe we can believe that if we travel to another universe where हमने शायद एक जॉब दूसरी जगह ले ली, overseas job ले ली instead of the one that is keeping us in this company. So it's good to think about, yes, maybe my life could have been different. Or maybe in that universe, I might have stood up for myself. I shouldn't be taken, I shouldn't allow myself be taken advantage of. वो भी possibility है. Or maybe we found the right partner. So we believe that in that parallel universe, everything is perfect, and उसपे हमारी सब life अच्छी तरह जारी है. Or maybe there were different outcomes of any event that we faced, life or that kind of event. So उसका maybe different outcome था. So these are all like thoughts that are, there is a possibility कि ऐसा कुछ parallel universe में हो रहा है. And all outcomes जो है may be happening simultaneously. तो हमें वो कई बार ना we feel that, I'll be talking about that later also, that we feel that it had like I was doing something else, or maybe I've already done this thing, because now उसका भी time का concept भी clear नहीं. Maybe it is ahead of us. Some feel that it is behind us, or maybe that is also possible. कुछ अलग आगे है, कुछ पीछे है. तो वो simultaneous existence हो रहा है हमारा in a parallel universe. Now, the scientists, they have put forward 4 types of parallel universe theories. I'll just touch a little on them. So in the first level one, they believe that space is infinite and follows the laws of physics, which are the same all over. So in that infinite space, there are other planets, solar systems, galaxies similar to us. But there are limited ways in which the building blocks जो है ना, जो हमारी सब चीजें particles है, they can arrange themselves. So जो हमारा universe है, it is defined as what humans can currently observe. कि जो हमें दिखता है हम उसी को ही define कर सकते हैं, हम उसके आगे नहीं सोच सकते. और जो parallel universe है, it could be maybe millions of miles away, कहीं भी हो सकता है, or it can be in a dimension which we cannot see right here. So this is one of the theories about what parallel universe is. Then in another like another concept about is there are all different constants, physical conscious combinations हैं, different particles हैं, different dimensions. So everything is different from our current universe. एक ये theory है. Then there is one where every like जो changes है ना बिल्कुल minute हो रहे हैं, वहां पे जो changes है, so where they're quantum mechanics पे based है, very minute changes are happening over there. So maybe very small, you like instead of going left, you're going right, and then your whole life changes. That sort of option is also there. So बहुत ही जो है ना जो every possible quantum option जो है, that option is realized by just one step, by changing one step. So that gives the concept of innumerable worlds, कि साथ ही साथ अलग अलग dimensions में बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही है, बहुत सारे worlds exist कर रहे हैं. Then there is another which is completely different. Another concept about this parallel world, कि they're totally different with different physical laws. सब कुछ totally जो combinations, everything is totally different. So, like these are all theories. We cannot prove any of them, but that is what the scientists have come up with. Matter can arrange itself in infinite possibilities. अब जैसे हम सिर्फ 2 चीजें A and B है, तो वो सिर्फ A और B की कॉम्बिनेशन है. बट इफ वी टेक द होल अल्फाबेट A से लेके Z तक, तो कितने कॉम्बिनेशंस बन सकते हैं. तो सेम वे देयर इज इनफिनाइट, there are infinite particles in the universe, और उनके जब कॉम्बिनेशंस बनेंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ अलग चीज तो बनेगी। देन पैरेलल यूनिवर्स जो है उसका वो मल्टीवर्स का भी है कि देर आर जो बहुत सारे अलग अलग गैलेक्सीज है, अलग अलग सोलर सिस्टम्स है, वो मल्टीवर्स फॉर्म हो जाता है। एंड दिस इज इन द ऑब्जर्वेबल यूनिवर्स जो है, जो हमारा अराउंड 13.8 बिलियन ईयर्स स्टार्ट हुआ, अराउंड 14 बिलियन ईयर्स बिग बैंग से शुरू हुआ था। बट एज ए सेड, द बिग बैंग वॉज नॉट द बिगनिंग, उससे पहले भी तो कुछ था। एंड देयर वाज जस्ट अ लाइक सम सिंगुलैरिटी, एक ही चीज थी, नो पार्टिकल्स, जो एटम्स प्रोटॉन्स ये कुछ भी नहीं था, ओनली वन काइंड ऑफ पार्टिकल वाज देयर, एंड देन इट बर्स्ट इनटू एक्शन, as I explained earlier also, and that is called the cosmological inflation, which it started spreading, and it inflated faster than the speed of light, and that too within a fraction of a second, एक second भी नहीं लगा था। And that initial expansion जो हुआ था, जो blast हुआ था before the actual Big Bang, it expanded to, and like the number given is 10 is to the power of 26 times its original size. मतलब इतना ज्यादा वो expand हुआ था. So it was a great expansion, you could say, that whole period. So during this period of expansion, जो हमारे आजकल हमें आते ना, समझिए ग्रेविटी और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्सेस, they were not active. There was no gravity. They were not active at that time, these forces. और जैसे जैसे ये एक्सपैंड होके कूल होता गया, जो जो इनिशियल इन्फ्लेशन हुआ था, जो स्प्रेड आउट हुआ था, दे स्टार्टेड कूलिंग, एंड दिस रिलीज्ड अ लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी। और जहां पे वो एनर्जी रिलीज होती थी, वहां पे एक तरह से एक बैंग हो जाता था, एक ब्लास्ट हो जाता था, एंड देन इट वुड स्टार्ट इन्फ्लेटिंग फर्दर। वो एनर्जी को और एक्सपैंड करने लगता था, फिर वो स्लो डाउन हो जाता था, और फिर जहां स्लो डाउन होते थे वहां एनर्जी रिलीज होती थी तो और बैंग हो जाता था। सो दिस वाज लाइक अ प्रोसेस जो कंटिन्यूस रहता था। सो अ फ्लड ऑफ मैटर एंड रेडिएशन वुड अपीयर व्हेन इट स्लोड डाउन, एंड दैट वुड कॉज द बिग बैंग fireball. And from this, the atoms and molecules, they began to form. And this inflation process, as I said, it is a continuous one. It is very difficult to stop. And it is continuing to create more multiverses. So more space होते जा रहा है, more potential big bangs के chances होते जा रहे हैं। तो मतलब अभी भी universes जो है ना create। Now in Hinduism, in the Sanatan Dharma जो है, इसमें एक Hindu cosmology also gives us a belief in this infinite cyclical universe, जहाँ पे सब कुछ coexist कर रहा है, creation, preservation, सब कुछ साथ साथ में चल रहा है। And it shows like it contains all the multiple planes of existence also. We call it the lokas. So this is particularly in the Hindu cosmology में दिया गया है, that there are several lokas, and each corresponds to a different level of consciousness to our spiritual evolution. उसके accordingly होता है. So भूलोक है the earthly realm जहाँ पे हम लोग रहते हैं, and it goes up to the Brahmalok, the Swarlok, where all the gods and the celestial beings they reside. Higher dimensions वहां से होते हैं। तो और नीचे जो है हमारे भूलोक से नीचे there are the lower dimensions. So this is the concept of the Hindu mythology, which I'm not going into detail because it's a totally different chapter. But the common theme is that universes are an unending series of creation and destruction. वो होते ही रहता है। So इनको हम cycle को कल्पा भी कहते हैं. It keeps on repeating itself. And then there are like simultaneously, like universe was created by Brahma. So there are many Brahmas. जिन्होंने हमारे ब्रह्मा ने ये वर्ल्ड, ये यूनिवर्स क्रिएट किया है. The other universe is also being created by other Brahmas. And there are many stories in our mythology also regarding, like once Krishna was asked, Brahma had taken away all the children in Krishna's village, and Krishna was able to go and get them back. And then he came to meet them. So Krishna was asking, कौन से ब्रह्मा आए हैं मिलने के लिए? तो there was this concept that बहुत सारे हैं एंड नॉलेज भी थी कि हाँ है. So that is what is coming through our mythology. Okay, now what are the chances of another you? That is the main question over here कि हम कैसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, कोई हमारी और हमारी एग्जिस्टेंस हो सकती है या नहीं हो सकती. मल्टीवर्स थ्योरी तो कहती है कि देयर आर इनफिनाइट नंबर ऑफ पैरेलल यूनिवर्सेस, ईच विथ इट्स ओन सेट ऑफ लॉज, प्रॉपर्टीज, सब जो भी कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं. सो इन दिस वास्ट कॉस्मिक लैंडस्केप जो है, every possible outcome, every variation exists. So that means that there are countless versions of ourselves living different lives, making different choices, living in different worlds. The possibility is there. Now they've given some calculation about it that the observable universe जो है उसके 1090 particles है, जो सारे protons, neutrons मिला के around that. So the interaction among these 1090 particles over the past 14 billion years, that has led to our creation and all our experiences also. So hamari possibility of our existence is like 1090, could be 1090 exact same interactions hone ke. So there are more calculations which I'm not going to, but there are infinite possibilities of our existence in other parallel universes. And of course, we can try to contact ourselves in another reality. And that is through like lucid dreaming, meditation. You know, even when we are sleeping, there is a possibility that we visit other realities. So like dreaming could be an indication that you are in a different world. कई बार हमें बहुत ही अजीब अजीब चीजें दिखती है which is not connected to our world. So maybe we are actually getting a glimpse of a parallel universe और वहां पे क्या हो रहा है. So through dreaming, we can get to know what other versions of ourselves are there in whichever universe. So in fact, some believe that dreams ke through our selves are reaching out to us. They're trying to communicate with us. That is also a theory. Then you must have heard of black holes. So, there is a scientist, a very renowned scientist, Stephen Hawking. He has suggested that black holes are actually portals to another dimension or a parallel universe. So we have the concept that anything goes into the black hole cannot come outside, it is sucked inside it. So he thinks that you just don't disappear into the black hole, you're actually transported into another dimension. So that is the theory that Stephen Hawking has put forward. So again, it needs a lot of study to be authenticated. Then there was a very interesting thing that I came across, that once in October 2015, residents of a Chinese city, China में किसी city में, they saw a floating city in the sky. जैसे ना ऊपर आसमान में एक सिटी जो है ना फ्लोट कर रही थी. तो उस टाइम क्वाइट अ लॉट ऑफ पिक्चर्स एंड वीडियोस वर मेड ऑफ दैट, एंड इट वाज वेरी क्लियर दैट स्ट्रक्चर्स थे, उसमें बिल्डिंग्स खड़ी थी, क्लियर स्ट्रक्चर्स दिख रहे थे, एंड इट अपीयर्ड एज इफ अ पैरेलल यूनिवर्स वाज manifesting in the sky. Or this was in China, and again this was in October, and then in March again it was this next year again it was something similar was seen. So this also gave the validity to the thought that there are parallel universes, and somehow the reality interacted at those moments. So this was another theory I came across. And yes, we learned about the Mandela effect the other day. Dr. Nupur had presented on it, where there is a collective misremembering of events. That large groups of people, they share the same false memories. So it could be anything like movie quotes, or about like Nelson Mandela's death was the thing that triggered the Mandela effect. Now, some theories put these false memories to the coming of details from other universes, from parallel universes. Maybe wahan pe he died in another way. Maybe whatever happened here happened in another way. So we are confused about it. So alternate realities जो यहाँ पे है, उसका एक subtle variation हो जाता है. फिर that causes memory from one universe to come into the consciousness of individuals of another universe. So वो confusion हो जाती है, तो Mandela effect हो जाता है. So that was one another aspect I understood about parallel universes. And yes, there was another very interesting incident. In 1954, this happened in 1954, at the Tokyo airport, a man came who claimed that he came from a country called Taured, Taured. Now, there is no such country in this world. No records could be here, but उसके पास सारे documents थे, travel documents थे, passport, visa, and it was showing that this area, Taured, was between France and Spain. So they were all puzzled, and when they tried to like उसको थोड़ा अलग ले जाके पूछताछ करने की कोशिश करी, तो the man just vanished. So it was so puzzling that where has he gone? So then again, the theory came up that maybe he was from a parallel universe. कई बार the path cross कर दिया होगा and he landed up over here in this universe. Okay. So, how do we know that we are in a parallel universe? How can we say that? तो वो भी concept है कि when you see synchronicities, that is also a possibility that somewhere you're connecting to a parallel universe. And the concept of deja vu. कई बार हमें फीलिंग होती है कि ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका है या मैंने देखा है. तो again, maybe the memory from that parallel universe is filtering into us over here. And other things also that you if you have like your personal experiences, they have sort of shifted. मतलब चेंज हो गए एकदम से. जो आप कर रहे हो, there are sudden success or sudden setbacks, or you unexpectedly come across a skill in yourself, a talent, और कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो maybe you have connected to your parallel self and imbibed that quality from them. That is a possibility that they show. So एकदम से कोई अपने अंदर, if you are feeling that something new has come up suddenly, जो कि मैंने तो कुछ सीखा नहीं है, पता नहीं कहाँ से आ रहा है. So maybe you have contacted there, और मे बी हम कहते तो है कि हमने पास्ट लाइफ का कुछ वो पकड़ लिया होगा, तो इसलिए नाउ दैट टैलेंट इज कम इनटू बी. That is a possibility. Plus, this can also be a possibility that I have got connected to my alternate self in a different universe, और वहां से ये quality मेरे में आ गई है. तो it's something which is like beyond thought also, but something that can be considered. Then कई बार change in relationships भी आते हैं, तो उसका could also be the impact of the parallel universe. जैसे आपके रिलेशनशिप पहले बहुत अच्छे थे, अब नहीं थे और अब अच्छे हो गए, एनीथिंग. सो समवेयर यू आर कनेक्टिंग टू द अदर यूनिवर्स एंड गेटिंग insights from there. Even if your intuition enhances, so there also maybe you are connecting to the other self. And shifting from one version of ourselves to another is not unnatural, it is not difficult. हम सारा टाइम करते ही रहते हैं, सारा टाइम चेंज होता ही रहता है हमारा. इट इज मोर अबाउट लाइक अपनी जो डायरेक्शन जो है ना, वो स्टीयर करने की जरूरत होती है. सो आई हैव like made a meditation to help you connect to your own self in a parallel universe. But before that, if you have any insights, any questions, anything you would like to share, let's take that.
Thank you, Minuji. It's so interesting. Just that you mentioned the floating city, I just tried and see, and there are so beautiful images as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if anyone has any questions, Sanju, Saminaji, Taki.
Hello,
Hi,
ma'am.
interesting
Hi,
topic.
hello.
As
Yes.
always, amazing session. Um, so, is there any possible way that we connect with our parallel self or
Yeah,
send message,
yeah, as I
receive
said,
message?
in meditation, we can do that. So
Mhm.
that is what I have created, that meditation, trying to connect to our own self in a different universe. Let's see how much it helps us.
Sure.
Yes, anyone else would like to say anything? Otherwise, we can move on to the meditation. It's a good 15, 17 minutes ki meditation hai.
I think
Very
Sanju.
well,
Okay,
Yeah.
Raj.
Hello, Rajwin. Yes.
very well presented. I have been so busy, but I've been connecting with the morning sessions.
Good.
Very well, very good, and making everybody smile. Everyone here also empowers me to be consciously positive and smile every day.
Right.
So today's session was extraordinary because you can connect. It'll give me self-discovery,
Yes.
and uh, it give me um, positivity, and it give me tranquility.
Absolutely.
Many people have said that I deserve my title. All
Right.
my
Absolutely.
two managers, Mrs. Menika and Mr. Yogash, have said that I deserve the title, so the title is for me. The sash is for me.
Great, great. So you
Yeah.
connect to the other self of yourself in a different parallel universe and rise even more.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that if you have earphones,
Yeah.
use
So
them. So I
so
think that will
some
help you
so
with the
sometimes I am always smiling,
yes,
but sometimes the thoughts will hinder me, like any pain or anything. It will hinder me and disrupt my thoughts. So thank you for a good
so
suggestion.
at that time you can shift to that alternate identity of yourself, right?
Thank you for suggesting.
Yes. So I think I'll start the meditation now.
Earphones, yeah, okay.
If you have earphones, use them. That will give a better effect, I think. So I'll just start it. Can you hear the sound?
Yes, we can.
Sit in a relaxed posture. Be comfortable. Watch your breath. Be totally connected to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it go down to your stomach and then gently breathe out. Slow down each breath. Just be with your breath. Now, feel as if you have stepped in front of yourself and can see yourself sitting there meditating You are observing yourself, meditating. Look at the way you are sitting. Look at the calmness on your face. Feel an energy coming from you, a very soothing energy, which is giving you a gentle push to move on a journey towards your own self in a parallel universe. In this moment, you are being encouraged to explore your alternate identity, your alternate self existing at this very moment in a different time zone. You turn around and behind you there seems to be a great space with stars shining in it. You move towards it as if you are floating, and that space now seems to be taking on the shape of a tunnel, a star-spangled tunnel. It seems very inviting, and you move towards it excitedly. Feel it's taking on a proper shape, the proper shape of a tunnel. The sides are folding up to form that tunnel. Stars are shining all around, inviting you to step into that tunnel, to move on a journey towards your own self in an alternate universe. Feel yourself completely safe as you gently, confidently move forward into that star-spangled tunnel. And as you move forward, feel the intention in your heart that yes, I am moving forward towards my alternate self in the nearest parallel universe. And through astral projection, my astral body is moving towards my alternate self. See yourself moving forward along that tunnel, gliding forward, just floating forward with the intention of meeting up with your alternate self in a parallel universe. as you move forward, the scene seems to be changing, and you can see familiar places, but still different. Familiar, as if you've been here, as if you know it all, and it's making you feel good, secure. That I am coming, my own self, excitedly, enthusiastically, you are moving forward. And now, who is this coming towards you? Eagerly, you move forward to meet this person who looks familiar, and the other is also moving towards you curiously, excitedly. And suddenly you realize you are face to face with your own self. Same features, same height, same vibes. Excitedly, you look at this other person who is also very happy to see you. You are looking in wonder at each other. You raise your hand in greeting, and the other two raises your hand in greeting, and gently you touch each other's fingers. And it is as if an energy is being transferred to you. A deep sense of knowing is coming from the other into you. And there is a sense of fulfillment, a kind of fulfillment that you have been unable to achieve in your life. A sudden fulfillment that makes you feel that yes, I have achieved. I have done it all. And it fills you with a deep sense of wonder at the possibility of achieving all that you desire. An assurance seems to be coming from the other that yes, you are an achiever. You are capable. Believe in yourself so that you can do whatever it is that you want to. That encouragement, those words are filling you the wonderful feeling of completeness. And suddenly you seem to see as if a movie is being played in front of you, and yourself doing all those activities that you have wanted to do but were somehow limited from doing. And in this moment, you see yourself living all those dreams, those that you wanted in your life, there is a sense of satisfaction. You are thanking yourself for achieving all that you wanted to. You are thanking the other now for endowing you with this feeling of completeness, of fulfillment, and the other just smiles. And with the final words, believe in yourself, seems to fade away. And now, feel yourself standing in front of another version of yourself. But from this version, a feeling of divinity is coming. And you realize that you are in the presence of your higher self. Your higher self, which is in constant communion with the divine, which is the fountain of wisdom within you, a spiritual aspect of yourself, free from all pain, of all your suffering. It experiences only pure love. Your higher self, which knows everything about you and is ready to guide you, to support you. You are now bowing down to this divine energy of your own self and placing any issue that is bothering you a lot in front of them. Asking them to please give me guidance how to deal with the situation. I am unable to extract myself from this. With a feeling of surrender, you are placing any issue which is bothering you at your divine self's feet. And as you leave your issue in front of your own higher self, a deep sense of lovingness seems to be coming from the other, from your higher self, engulfing you as if holding you safe and secure, assuring you that you are doing well. You are holding on strongly. And all you need to do is just feel a little more love for your own self. the other is filling you with the divine feeling of love. And as this love filters into every cell of your body, suddenly you gain an insight, a new perspective of how to deal with the situation. Suddenly you feel it was so easy, and you are filled with a deep sense of relief for having found a solution. Thank your higher self. Thank it for deepening the connect between the two of you. Thank it for its blessing, its guidance, and allow it open the way to solve this problem in front of you. Feel a feeling of gratitude in every cell of your body. Now, once again, feel yourself surrounded by the stars. Back in that tunnel, slowly floating back to your own self. And you can again see yourself sitting there in meditation. You're back through the tunnel, back in front of your own self. Slowly approach yourself and merge into that sitting, meditating self. Feel a completeness as you bring your newfound knowledge back into your human self. Feel yourself connecting back to your own self, to your own body. And to the count of 5 to 1, you will now come back into the present moment. 5. Feeling fully integrated, coming back into the present moment. 4. Feeling a deep sense of completeness. You're bringing this feeling back into the present moment. 3. With a deep sense of relief for having found your own self, your own connect. You're bringing this feeling back into the present moment. 2. Feeling totally relaxed and at peace with yourself. You're coming back into the present moment. 1. You're back in the present moment now. Take a long deep breath. Move your body a little. Rub your hands together and on your face. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back.
Awesome, Meenuji. It was a beautiful meditation. Very relaxing and soothing. Raki, would you like to share?
I was just lost in the space. I could not hear you much. After the last I could hear was I'm sitting in front of me. And that's all I remember.
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So just floating in the
The subconscious absorbs whatever it needs to.
it was beautiful. I could imagine myself not here. Like I could feel it that I'm out somewhere.
Okay, great.
Just that I could not hear you anymore.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. I think we'll should wind up, Shabana ji, because I have to leave to go somewhere.
Okay, sure. So I just stopped the live